We're back. We're back with more Broken Sword. I think we're in Ireland looking for a gem. I ended the game last time having spoken to Maguire. And yeah, we're gonna see if there's...
It was a trap door in the sidewalk.
It certainly was, George. I'm gonna have a wander around to see if I can figure out what I'm supposed to be doing in Ireland. This is George's life, where he got blown up in a cafe explosion, and then went, I'm a crazy person, and I'm just gonna start grabbing drains, drain pipes, harassing Irish children with snotty tissues we found in a French sewer. Look at all these people I could show the tissue to. Oh boy. I hope that's not his birth name. You're right, I'm Fiddler. On louder. Oh, God damn it! I knew he was going to say top of the morning.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Oh, I thought
Do
the
you
Irish
want
guy said
something?
it, thank God.
Are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Sure.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could. If you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
Oh boy. Who's the shifty guy over there?
I'm looking for a man named
Oh,
Fitzgerald.
that dude.
Fitzy. What's hit on?
I believe he may have worked at Peagram's Dig.
Sean Fitzgerald. Work. You got the wrong
Sean
guy.
Fitzgerald. Oh, brilliant.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
It's not red nose.
I don't know when that's
Uh,
gonna, like,
I don't know.
ever be
But
useful.
this is part of the clown's costume.
I know that. Good God.
But I know
almighty.
at some point it's
What
going to
do
be
you
like
take me
8
for?
hours into the game, and there's going to be like a puzzle which is solved by using the red nose. Here, look at this tissue.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewer.
Uh-huh.
Well, what's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away, man.
Old Ron. Maybe you'll put it on the corpse of the clown. That would be good. Yeah. He finds the
You recognize
corpse.
the name on this
He's
card?
like, this could be the
No.
clown. I don't know.
Alright.
And he just slowly puts the red nose over the top.
Nah, it was a long shot. Thanks.
Cinderella shows. Yeah? Go around all of rural Ireland shoving this red nose on people. Hello, man.
I recognized the guy from Maguire's description. He was real.
Anyone else get freaked out when George, like, stands and faces the camera like this?
The glass contained a dark liquid like molasses with a creamy
No,
white
it didn't.
froth
That you're
on the
describing a Guinness. That's just a pint. This bar looks like every tourist trap in Dublin. I have not been to Dublin, but I can take your word for it on that. I'm going to see if I can get George bladdered. And then meet the man.
Somehow, I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt strangely compelled
Somehow.
to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it.
I'll have
May I
another.
have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret.
Get
of the
shit-faced.
master
That's the
rules.
plan. That's the only way I'm going to
Each
solve
matter
this
is
mystery.
knowingly
Anyway, time for more... No, George. Don't think that you can walk away from your newly found drinking problem. We might just be here till 10.
Hey,
So
how about another
something
drink?
should happen
See
on
him
the
again?
third one.
Do you serve cocktails?
Do you
I
serve
serve
cocktails?
anyone with manners and money.
No, I'm serious. Have you considered turning McDevitt's into a cocktail bar? Cocktails are chic, cool, and popular with younger drinkers.
What? Kids in the bar? Can you imagine it? Pinball, pimples, and puke.
Right.
It's a good band
I
name.
get the
Pinball,
picture.
Pimples, and Puke.
I'll settle for a glass of stout.
Drink the beer. Drink the beer. Man, George can put him away.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
What?
He's
I need to speak
unaffected.
with you urgently.
What they say about drinking Yanks under the table is just lies, complete lies. Why is he so shifty?
What's the problem?
Scar on his face.
He has a
No,
that
I'm
guy
sure
on
I
the
don't
violin
know.
is driving me insane. Oh my god! I need to get out of this bar. Oh,
Hello there. My name's George Stobbart.
oh, he's over.
Pleased to
He's
meet
done.
you,
Nope,
sure.
he's back.
I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Yes, beam me up, O'Brien.
Why is Peagram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest. That's why. More than that. There's the question
More
of
than that.
unsettled bid. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Maybe the old man can help me. Hello, old
Hi
man.
there, old-timer.
That's not a great introduction, George. It's not a good impression.
What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty?
Here's a
I
fair
put
point.
the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner.
That's fair, man.
Pious prig. Anyway,
I mean, this is
This is no
1996, so the
ordinary
question
cold.
wouldn't count. But do you reckon this
It's a
old guy
hay
here
fever.
survived
Polynosis?
the 2020
you.
pandemic?
you're not a policeman, are you?
I have to get out of this bar.
I'll
I'm
see
so
you
sorry.
later.
I imagine the story's going to tell me to come back here momentarily, but I need to get away from that goddamn violin. Sorry, fiddle. Oh. Oh, now he stops playing as soon as I leave. Right. That is a way. We'll go this way.
Hi. Do you speak English?
Well, no. What if I was to say no?
Why would you
An
walk around
implication of
Ireland and go,
cognizance
"Do you
shrouded
speak
in
English?"
denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
This is one of the most fascinating characters we've ran across so far, and I have absolutely no idea
Have you
who
seen
he is or
Professor
why he
Pegram?
is here.
No, he's packed up.
No!
and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know,
Oh, but good lord,
this
this
castle is said to be over
this farmer is
600 years
wasted
old.
working the lands. He should be a poet.
Who built the castle?
Mad Phelan, the first lord of Lochmarn. Well, I say lord, but actually he was little more than a village chieftain. He built his castle from the remains of the Templar Preceptory.
Preceptory. What a cool name. Well, there's the first
Where was the site
mention
of the Templar Preceptory?
of
Right
the
here,
Templars.
on Temple Hill. Phelan built right on top of the old wall. It's said that deep beneath these walls there's a Templar chapel.
Ooh.
Did Pegram discover the chapel?
I don't know. His workers were sworn to secrecy.
Why? Can you bludgeon the truth out of him? I don't think.
The
Do you?
gates were made of solid.
George is a
aged
pacifist.
blackened wood.
The key.
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
Do you mind if I climb up your haystack to get into the castle?
What? You'd break your stupid neck for sure. Do you think I'd stand by and see your brains dashed out?
I'd be very careful, and I promise not to sue.
You won't get the chance. Not while I'm here to stop you.
Right. Well, I'm out. Like, let's
I
go.
have to go now.
Why did he sound like Millhouse when he said that? I have to go now, Bart. Why did I have the bowl, Bart? Why did I have the bowl? The game should be sparkling where it wants me to go. I guess I'm not done talking. Oh no, it's this dude. Doyle. McDoyle.
Hi, my name's Stobbart, George Stobbart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Hello, Dare. Okay, really wants
know
me
Professor
to talk
Pegram?
about Pegram.
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's Dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
You just kept pissing your pants?
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Please, I've told you to use the
Let
bathroom.
me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Sure, I'll buy you a drink. I mean, I haven't paid for the other
I buy you a
3 I
drink?
put away
You
earlier.
most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick. Same again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Ooh, I love me some brown. 2 browns, please.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students.
And a bunch of
He was speaking with
students.
the boss man.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Well, that's the confirmation we need that he was there. So let's, I guess, interrogate him further. You were there,
Doyle
bitch.
told me you definitely worked at the dig.
Yeah.
You don't believe him, do you? Patrick Doyle is a moron and a scoundrel.
Even so, he saw you talking to Pegram.
You can't prove that, mister.
Damn it, he's right. I can't prove that.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Doesn't sound like you're describing a ghost.
Are
Sounds
you
like you're
sure it
describing
wasn't a wild
bird.
animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk in Lochmarn. That'll be the day.
Yeah, George, you idiot.
No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
Oh, these
think
accents
I know
will
what
just
you're
bring me
talking
joy
about.
for hours.
I know what
For,
I don't
for
know.
sure.
It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
Oh, I
There's
gotta
no one
get it.
around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Ah, I
I'll
know
see you later.
exactly what he is referring to there when he says nothing human. Because there is a puzzle coming up which is quote-unquote infamous in this game. Because the solution to it is dumb. I'll show you what I mean when we get there.
What do you want to know?
I knew it would be you, Maguire. I need you to rat on
sure
Fitzgerald in there.
worked at the dig?
Oh, yes. It was him, all right. Would I tell a lie?
Well, he denies it.
I think Maguire
saw
might
them
have
together
the
only
worst
last
accent
night.
now.
I wish you'd
And
told
it
me
might
that
be because
sooner.
it's not being
What were they
drowned
doing?
out by
Pegram
somebody
gave
on the fiddle.
Fitzy a box. He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
Nah, I couldn't do
Ooh,
that.
I like your style,
I
Maguire.
could.
I'm here to harass more of your customers. Do you know Pegram? Do you want to look at this tissue?
Hello.
Get outside,
McGuire
sold you
says
down
he
to the
saw
river.
you working at the dig. What's
Down
more,
to the
he saw
river.
you talking with Pegram. I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Oh no, what makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
Oh,
I'm not in
you're a
position to
benefit
make
fraud.
judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
And
Not here.
the
I know
government.
that, but he left that package.
Just as George is like flying out, someone needs bludgeoning. Maybe that's going to be the punishment for his benefit fraud schemes.
So where did Pegram go?
Well,
don't
Sean
know.
Fitzgerald, you've been found guilty of
Came to
benefit
me
fraud.
early this morning.
Time
It
to
was
bludgeon
needed.
your head in. And the irony is, you'll need the benefits. And once again,
Happened to give this
public
package
apology
a
to the
guy
people of
called
Ireland.
Marty.
The game did it first. I'm just living in the vibe.
Show me
you
what's
know?
in the package, Sean.
The semi-xenophobic vibe.
I can't do that.
I'd
Give
like
the
to say
package to me.
he's just staring at it.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Oh no. For those of you who didn't hear that, somebody just got ran over in a car outside. You can't hear it over the fiddle.
I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're
Literally,
old
has
enough.
been, the bartender
What's
looks
the
like the
lad
hood
howling
from Thunderbirds. Check out Judgmental
A
McGee
big red
here.
sports car. Sean
You'd be lucky to spend all day in the pub
Fitzgerald's
drinking.
over.
Get
I mean, you can if
out.
you're a benefit fraud, apparently.
Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, Michael.
Someone's
yeah,
been
that's-
ran over with a
that's
car,
all they
Michael.
were.
Give him a
Not
brandy.
me.
Me too, neither.
Oh, that box is
I was
exposed.
telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm
Fitzy.
down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill.
The hill.
Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to
It does
take a
look pretty.
closer
That's
look.
it's
Next thing,
very
Fitzy comes
beautiful.
tearing
to
out
look
of the
at.
pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. Well, the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an
Oh
awful
my
wallop.
God.
He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I. I thought he was a goner.
Oh,
Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
he was like, I wish I would
He
be
was dressed
invited.
like
What,
a
to the
bloody
pub? This
pixie.
pub? You want to drink here? Alright, so now that's been exposed. What does that mean?
The plastic cover had been smashed by the Pixie's car, revealing a switch.
Ooh, a switch.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Whoops. I suppose I should tell the landlord that Fitzgerald's dead? Or at least
Excuse me?
kidnapped? Yeah, this has been a
Give me
lot.
another
I need a
beer,
drink to
dude.
clear my head.
Give everyone another beer. Let's party, guys.
Oh my
I
god.
think you've had enough, don't you?
Hey, listen. Is it supposed to taste the way
Where
it
is
does?
Moo? Is he
Both
safe?
of
Is
these
he alright?
kept his
Yeah,
brew
Moo's
from
safe.
the finest chemicals
He's,
in the world.
he's the one man protecting France.
I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working.
It's not my dear.
Oh no. The glass washer is
Thanks.
broken.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Well,
The man's arm lay across the towel, preventing me from moving it. The man's arm lay across the
His
towel,
arm was
preventing
up.
me from moving it.
is this a timing thing? Yes, it is.
As the man raised his arm to drink, I snatched the towel away.
Alright, we got a wet, gross towel. Maybe we're gonna start showing
It was
that
a
to people.
telephone. In Congress,
Do you like this
in the
tissue?
rustic
How about this
setting
ragged
of a
towel?
homely bar.
I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna come back behind the bar.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Excuse me?
No customers behind the bar. Ever.
I could try to fix your glass washer.
Oh no, not unless you're a qualified electrician.
Oh! Actually, I am. I am a qualified electrician. I'm not. I'm a lawyer, apparently.
Excuse me?
But
Yes,
I am
sir.
a lawyer who breaks into people's hotel rooms and steals shit.
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials. I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug. Seemed fine to me.
I'm still waiting.
Okay.
I don't know what the problem is. Oh, I need the wire. Ah, yes, son of a bitch.
Almost as if he'd sensed my intention.
Yeah, I'll look away. And put the wire down. I gotta get that wire. I'm just standing in front of an old man watching him sneeze into his whiskey. Yes!
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed this piece of wire.
We want to use the wire on the plug. I don't know, how is that going to help? He just wraps it round, puts it in, starts a fire.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I
Oh
knew
my
about
God,
standard
George,
safety
what?
precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary.
He's
I
just
fixed
gonna,
your glass
like,
washer, no problem.
leave that
Bingo.
there,
And a
fly away to a
blessing
different
all the
country
kids.
in some
Three
urge to,
high
like,
times
solve
that
this
man.
mystery,
On
and
the
this
house.
place is gonna
No.
have an electrical fire.
With the beer pumps.
I get.
Good lord.
What a dumb place to store a flashlight. A dark cellar. The only way I was gonna find anything down there was to feel around.
I've heard that before. I remember playing this when I was younger, and this screen was almost pitch
I pushed the
black.
lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Oh,
Then
there's
I
the
noticed a
flashlight.
flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open
The
trap
gem.
door. It was Peagrim's gem, all right. A large, uncut
We did
blue
it.
stone.
We
As I
got
held it
Peagrim's
aloft,
gem. I don't know what that
realized the
means.
fascination it could command. I guess
But
I
we
was
did it.
already under its spell.
Oh!
The
Ooh!
faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
You know what I might be able to do? Could I soak this bar towel? I can, there's an animation for it. I was supposed to do that.
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked
The
it with
progress. I soaked a towel and then stuffed it back into my jacket pocket.
water. Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's my nephew.
Excuse
He
me.
was responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Was he
Oh, no.
killed by the car?
But he has been abducted.
No, just kidnapped.
That's
Ah,
all I need to
that's-
know.
Of course.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for?
He was your
From what you
nephew.
say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior
Again,
acceleration, I put
Not the
money
greatest
on
image of Ireland. And once again,
I think you ought
this
to
is
know
what the game is
exactly what
saying,
Sean has
not
gotten
me.
himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack.
like you were suggesting earlier.
Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for
Ooh,
said
it
hazard.
sounds like an epic
It'll need
poem.
some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean.
I don't know why you
I'll
wouldn't
stay
demolish
here
the
in your
haystack
place
if you're complaining about it.
and
So look at
warn
this
anyone
one.
who's silly
Look
enough
at
to climb
that.
it.
Madness! I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
You should indeed. Head down to the bar, send my love to Maguire, The little inbred.
He strode off in the direction
So-and-so.
of McDevitt's bar.
Just leave it alone. That little inbred.
The stack of hay.
This is where George falls, breaks his neck, and the Broken Sword series ends. Oh no. It's not high enough.
The stack of hay
So
stopped
that looks like a
short
thing.
of the top of the wall.
Look at that.
Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
I already know exactly what I have to do here. Look at this hole. Huh?
There was a narrow crack between two of the stones with a centuries
Right
old
in at
mold
home
that
if you know
crumbled
what to
away.
do here. Because I think I figured it out. If only I had some kind of metal thing to give myself a little
I
stepping
inserted the
stone.
end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
I'm the greatest. Breaks, dies. So we might be here for a hot minute. Let's find out.
It was a rusted piece of iron, maybe part of a plow or something.
Maybe part of a plow or something. Oof. I think it's something about like doing it so quickly that it doesn't have time to react. No, I just keep getting my ass kicked by a goat. I think he kicks my ass this way too, yeah. That was it. I did it. Because
the
you
rope on
have
which the goat
to
was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
use your service weapon. The goat, the myth, the legend, that was the achievement, because they know that goat puzzle is goat shit. You have to click on that, then click on this really quickly and just hammer it, and he'll run over, which is one of the only animations in which you see George run to go do something rather than this. You see how long that took? There's only one animation where he runs, and that was it. Hello, YouTube. Well, look at this. It's not a bar. I don't know why we've got the wet
The statue
rag.
was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand. As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had
Maybe
left a
this is
pattern
why
of
I've got the wet
holes in
rag?
the sand.
Sand, water. I suppose we'll look at what's in the sack.
The sack contained a fine white powder. As I
Castor
dipped my
powder.
fingers into the soft white
Castor,
powder,
is it? No.
I realized what it was.
Plaster?
Plaster of Paris.
Yeah, plaster of Paris. Not
I
castor of
used it in
Paris.
kindergarten
Castor of Paris.
to make casts of animal paw prints.
Into the holes. And then probably the wet rag over the plaster.
I sprinkled the plaster on.
Was I right? Woo woo!
I squeezed the towel as hard.
But it was barely damp. Oh boy. Is it sure it's not the towel? I swear it was the towel.
I squeezed the towel.
Do I have to go all the way back to the goddamn bar just after I was talking about how I had just left the bar? You all saw me. I wet the towel before I came here. I guess it just dried out in his sweaty pockets.
The faucet.
Right. Did that again.
I held the towel.
Good Lord, George. Walking at a snail's pace. Get out! Run! That music's really growing on me. Gimme, 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 gimme. Swear to God if it says that it's... Yay!
The trickle of water was quickly...
We did it, guys.
I eased the
I'm
solid
pointing the
piece
wrong
of
way.
plaster
We did it,
from the
guys.
sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue. The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Incorrect. That opening door says differently, Aim for Bean. That would not happen. I mean, okay, if you're talking about the logistics of plaster, you might be right there.